administrator, and forever a guide and mentor. Our guest today has worn several hats in her 27 years of experience. Today, I'm very happy and very honored to bring before you the principal of SMBP International School, Morbury, Ms. Shweta Bhattankar. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on this show. The pleasure is all mine. Alicia, thank you so much.
So, ma'am, 27 years. Could you tell us that what inspired you to become a principal?
To be very selfish, it's about all rewards.
Right.
Now you would say, what rewards? What rewards were those that actually pursued me to be a principal of the school? The smiles of the children,
Right.
the careers they make, the kind of aspirations they take from the school, the kind of guide and mentorship we do for them, and we look forward that they will do super good in their lives and their careers further. School can give them so much for their life ahead, and especially it's a never-ending process. They will come back to you sharing their success stories. They'll come back to the principal sharing their failure stories. They'll come back when they marry. They'll come back when they have children.
Yes.
And their grandchildren and so on. So it's such a rewarding position where you are in contact with so many stakeholders, not just children, but also their parents and grandparents. And this journey makes it very awesome and memorable. That what actually made me take this journey.
Right.
Though it is full of thorns, but still I would like to ascend on it. The rewards are too good.
Absolutely, and very fulfilling, very rightfully said. So, you've been with SMBP for quite some time. What would you say is SMBP's niche in the field of education?
SMBP is a name in its own. SMBP is a brand in its own. When we say how SMBP has a niche in education, we are like trendsetters.
Absolutely.
We set trends, people follow us. Could be any branch of SMBP, it's leading in its own way. It is a motivation to the other educators, it is a motivation to the other nearby schools. They copy us literally of what we do in this school, what activities we do, how we manage a good strength which is above 2,700. We are really trendsetters for most of the things. When it comes to education, taking up NEP at the earliest, when no school even had thought of it. All the schools were just thinking, yeah, yes, it is coming in 2024, but SNDP has picked it up such early. Even when it was just a fight going on in the parliament, we made our books, we started working on it, we created our activities in the similar fashion. I mean, in the education sector, SNDP is far ahead with the contemporary schools. That's how I feel we have really created our own area, we have got adapted to it so well, and we are very innovative and creative as well. So we keep moving, people follow us.
They definitely do. Trendsetters definitely is the right word to describe. Thank you for mentioning that. So this one question I really wanted to ask you, ma'am, that how do you think our education system can go about the metamorphosis so that one doesn't, an individual doesn't follow a herd mentality? They open and widen up their horizons.
See, if I answer it in a way, we already are not now into a herd mentality. As I said, NEP has already opened lot many doors. NEP is one such document which has made it clear that India is breaking norms. India is far ahead, moving the youth and making them into a different individuals in due course of time. So whereas our Indian education system though have its all culture, traditional modes, methods, everything, but yet is highly acceptable to innovativeness, to digitalization, to technology. So somewhere down the line, this generation has already broken all the paths. And with the online trend of teaching which came in the lockdown period, we really saw that even the teachers have really broken all the barriers where they never knew how IT sector worked, but they had adopted the culture of an IT sector, not at all being even technology savvy, but yet they did the best. So I suppose that kind of mentality nowhere lies now. Everybody has got more adapted to technology and open to innovativeness. because we start feeling now that yes, this is going to make our children grow better, and it will help them get the best positions across the globe, because as we know that the 2025 India has the largest number of youth.
Yes.
So if we have to cater to their needs, looking at 20 to 25 innovativeness and their positions ahead, we have to begin now. And we teachers, our society, the education sector has already started realizing. So we are already part of. And if we really follow NEP and the other things, I suppose we'll be able to make our students stand at anywhere, any place where they will be the top notch.
For sure, for sure.
So I think this mentality has already got a little breakthrough now.
Yes, and breaking barriers, of course. That's what the education fraternity does. So, speaking of the fraternity, there's one question which teachers, principals, everybody has. I think you know what I'm going to talk about. So, when we talk about parent involvement, so why would you say to our parents it's important in the school life as well as the personal life?
First of all, hello to all the parents who are listening to me. I mean, it may appear like tips to you, but it is what the question is, and I have to answer. Parents play a very important role in the education life as well as personal life of a child. There is a generation gap between parents and children. If you want to bridge this gap, it is important that adults and the parents as adults should come forward and become a part of a child's world.
Yes.
This will motivate the child, reduce the gap between the generation. The parents who are more into a traditional mode and may not accept the new trends, if you're close to your child, will start accepting the new trends as well, and children will come closer to you, realizing the culture and traditional values as well. So if this bridge is to be created, and it's very much essential, and if you want your children to be close to you, opening up to you, sharing their emotions with you, the role of the parent becomes very important. And I've seen in my career of 27 years that parents who are very close friends of their children, the children really do good not only in their academics but also do a lot of good in their life skills as well. And they really are brilliantly working together as a team, parents and children. It seems as if there is no generation gap between them. It seems as if there is no thinking gap between them, no thought process as if lies in one part and another part. It is all a super good blend.
Yes.
So if this is what you really want for your young youth children at home, you please enter and walk into their life, leaving back all your notions and ideas, adapt what the children are saying, and slowly mold them into a lovely Indian culture which you and I would love to cherish in our children. So, I mean, it's very important. And parents should really walk that path.
Yes. So the generation gap, definitely, as you mentioned, it is something that parents are definitely working towards. So another essential question that comes to my mind, mental health is big now. We have to think about that aspect. So how, as teachers, as a principal, how would you guide us teachers, as parents, that we provide a very safe environment so the students or the children can just confide in us?
There's one word I would say, be approachable.
Yes.
Just one word, be approachable. If you are approachable, the ones who feel like to share with you, the children who would like to walk in and talk to the principal or to the teacher and principal should be at their reach.
Yes.
If they are able to reach you, if they know that you will solve their problems, it is very important for them to come and open up their feelings now. There's a lot of saturation in the minds and heart of this youth. So if you are available and if you do not be judgmental about it, I think the children will surely feel free to come and talk to you. Second thing, we should be quite calm. Sometimes it's not necessary that we answer every question. It is more important to just listen to some questions. Silence could also be an answer to certain things, and probably that silence makes it be non-judgmental at all. So then children feel calm. Once they speak it out, they themselves become very calm, quiet, and they feel okay, we are heard. Yeah. That is only important for them. Probably every question doesn't have an answer also. They also are not expecting answer, but they want somebody to listen to them. one is quiet, very quietly listening, nicely, being non-judgmental, I suppose they will open up.
Yeah, that is true.
Teachers to parents and to the principal, of course. To the parents, it's very important. So parents have to stop asking questions. They should not be very judgmental. They should not say this is right, this is wrong. Probably that very moment is not the time.
Yes.
Later on, after listening to everything, after a day or so, in a nice passive mode, you can slowly convey what you want to tell to your children, but not immediately. Probably that's not the time. I would say it's better to respond than to react.
Absolutely.
So if you respond, maybe verbal or non-verbal, but the response is very important rather than just being very reactive to everything.
That's a good tip actually. So we get to gather our own thoughts as well. Thank you for the beautiful answer. And of course, we would like to know, that brings us to the last question. Like to know about the USP of SMBP Morwari.
SMBP International School Morwari Pimpri branch is affiliated to CBSE and it's 10 years past now it's affiliated to CBSE. It's a senior secondary school with 11th and 12th with us. The USP of this school is we are very innovative, we are very creative. And I would take an example of Apple, see Apple, company Apple. It's not about all the time how, where, what. It's first why.
Yes.
Why am I doing it? Why am I doing this? Why am I having these books? So if you get an answer of why, and that why answer is because the children need it, because it's the need of the time, because it's with the trend of today. If you get these answers, then we are on the right track. And I suppose that why becomes the USP of SMPP. It is a fully activity-based school. We do a lot of activities and scholastic results are known to the world. We are national toppers.
Wow.
So in any case, academics, nowhere we are short of, but scholastic and post-scholastic is a blend at SMBP Morwari branch. We have a lot of post-scholastic activities where each and every child's participation, we make sure that every child participates, may not get a medal or a certificate, but participation counts. So I suppose that makes us very special in the region.
Yes, that experience itself. It's beautifully put. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you everybody for giving time and watching this episode. This is Alicia signing off. You take care. Stay safe.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for being so nice. Lovely questions you have asked me.
Right.
And I hope through these questions I am able to reach to the audience and Morwari reaches to each one's heart. So thank you so much.
They did already. Thank you again, ma'am. Take care.